In the name of Allah, and peace be upon you. Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam had two sons, Prophet Ismail alayhi salam and Prophet Ishaq alayhi salam. Our Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, belongs to the lineage of Ismail alayhi salam. And from Prophet Ishaq alayhi salam came 40,000 prophets on earth. They all belong to the Jewish origins. Prophet Ishaq alayhi salam had a son. His name was Yaqoob A.S, also known as Jacob and also known as Israel. And thus, all the children of Israel are known as the Jews. The modern day Jews, they come from the lineage of Yaqoob A.S. Now, the children of Israel were given an order by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that on the day of Sabbath or Sabbath, you are going to have a day of rest. No work, no hunting, no fishing, nothing. But Allah Ta'ala also tested them with the trial that on Saturday, the fish used to come on the surface of the sea as if the fish are screaming that come and hunt us. So what the cunning people of that time did, that they used to set up nets on the Friday night or the Friday evening. Then on Saturday, they used to pretend that they are not working, they are not hunting. But on Sunday morning, when they used to come and look at the nets, they will be full of fish, which were caught on the Saturday evening or the Saturday night. So therefore, they pretended to show to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that they didn't fish on Saturday. However, what they were actually doing was that they were setting up the nets on Friday night and they were getting the fish caught in the net on Saturday morning, and then they were cultivating or taking out those fish on a Sunday morning. They were trying to deceive Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but you cannot deceive Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So what they were doing was a sin. So there were three types of people in that time. First type of people were the ones who were committing this act of sin. There was a second type of people who were stopping them, that don't commit this sin and don't make Allah Ta'ala angry. And there was a third type of people who were they had this impression that, okay, let them do what they are doing, or they just wanted to carry on with their lives. They didn't want to get into trouble with the ones who were committing this sin, and they wanted to just live their life with peace, and they wanted to have nothing to do either with the ones who were stopping them or with the ones who were committing this sin. So what happened was that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala punished the two kinds of people, the one who were committing the sin and the ones who didn't even make an effort to stop what was being done. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, according to Quran Hakim, ordered them with the punishment that become monkeys. And they all became monkeys. Literally, they became monkeys. That was a punishment from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now, the reason for telling or sharing this story with you is that this story is common between the Muslims, the Christians and the Jews. They have different versions, but according to Quran, this is what I have quoted to you. Reason for sharing this with you is whatever we are seeing on the social media right now, whether it's LinkedIn, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, wherever, whatever that you are seeing, what is happening in Palestine right now, what these evil people are doing. And these evil people, they are the same people who were first oppressed by the Pharaoh. Now they have changed the roles. They have become the Pharaoh. And whatever Pharaoh was doing with the Jews of those times, these people are committing the same kind of sin, same type of torture they are giving to the Palestinians. They have reversed the roles. They have become the Pharaoh. So in this modern time, again, all the people of this world, whether they are Muslims or non-Muslims, they have divided into three types of people. Number one are the people who are committing this type of evil act and sin, and they are supporting whatever is being done through their acts or in any way. by supporting these crimes and everything. That is the first kind of people. The second type of people are those like me and like you who are doing any kind of effort, whether they are protesting, they are putting their lives in danger, their careers on danger, they are protesting, they are coming out on streets, they are boycotting their products in any kind of way. They are doing an effort to raise a voice against them. And there is a third type of people, the people who are oblivious of what is happening. They are not participating in any kind of boycott. They are living along with their lives. They are thinking about their future, their careers, and they are still, if they are on social media. Why I'm talking about social media? Because I'm also connected with social media. I'm a person of marketing, I'm a person of advertising. I see on social media people are still dancing on TikTok. They are still showing their butts. They are still showing their muscles. They are still showing their lifestyle, what I'm consuming every day. This is my routine. This is my lifestyle. Don't you have any shame? Don't you see what is happening? So much misery on earth, not just Palestine. Look at the people who are suffering, who are starving, people who are poor, who have no blessings in life. And when you see the people, whether Muslims or non-Muslims, who are suffering, how dare you still live a normal life? Carry on with your life, live for your children, go to your work, make a living, but do not be extravagant. Don't be so heartless that you're still showing yourselves. I feel so sad because I'm connected with this social media. I also make content. But when I see a video where a young man or a girl, they are showing their butts, they are showing their biceps, they are showing what they are eating, what they are consuming, how they are living, how they are starting their day, how they are dipping their face into cold water. There are so many people in Africa, they don't have clean drinking water, man. How can you still be so shameless? You are the third kind of persons on earth. And don't think that Allah Ta'ala will not punish you for what you're doing. Whether you are a Muslim or a non-Muslim, if you still are not raising your voice or at least not stopping yourself from boycotting lavishness or any kind of, if you're not participating in any kind of protest, I'm not telling you to endanger yourselves or put your lives in danger. There are people who are doing that. I do not encourage that either. There's no need to put yourself into danger. But just look at the footage which is coming on your social media. People are getting bombed and they are flying up in the sky. A person is giving adhan in the masjid and they get blown up. Can you see? This is inhuman. And there was a time when I couldn't see anyone get hurt. I used to cry. But now a time has come in my life that my heart has become hardened. And it is not become hardened because now I'm heartless, but because now my heart is full of a thought that I will not forgive and I will not forget. And what best I can do is that I'm making a dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that if these evil people are working real hard for the arrival of the Antichrist, if they are working really hard to create an environment to welcome him, that at least Muslims like you and me should create an environment to welcome Jesus alayhi salam for his arrival back on earth, for Imam Mahdi alayhi salam, so that he can lead us in the right direction. At least this is the least which you can do. All the Muslims, all the Jews and all the Christians who are still on the right path, who are still waiting for the true Messiah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which is Jesus alayhi salam and Imam Mahdi alayhi salam. I request you all to raise awareness. If you are connected with social media, raise your voice, protest against these bad people who are so inhuman that my tears have even dried up now. There was a time when I used to see these videos on social media, I used to cry. And in my heart used to feel like I should do something. But now I have realized I cannot do anything but make a video or do a protest, or at least stop myself from doing something which makes Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala angry. That's the least which you can do. Turn back to Allah before you return back to Allah. Come on the Deen of Allah and try to be a good Muslim, try to be a good human being, try to be a good Christian, try to be a good Jew. there are still Jews and Christians who are good, God fearing people. And inshallah, when Jesus alayhi salam, Imam Mahdi alayhi salam, will appear on earth, all the Muslims, all the Jews, all the Christians who are good people, who are connected with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in their own way, will recognize their true leader, and they will be united together like three lost brothers. Because we are connected to the same God. We call him differently. But all the evil people who think they are working for the God, Allah has nothing to do with them. They have nothing to do with their religion. They are evil people. Only an evil person can be so happy with what they are doing right now. Normal people, normal, sane people cannot do what these sick minded people are doing. So it is my request to all the Muslims and non Muslims out there who are good human beings to at least raise some kind of awareness. Leave this life of yours which you are living still. Don't be up amongst those people who were either involved in this evil act or the ones who were oblivious. They didn't have anything to do. At least be a part of those people who are protesting or raising their voice against them. Otherwise, these two types of people will be punished by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala severely. If not on earth, then in the afterlife. Remember that. And if you are not afraid, not scared of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you think you can take on Allah ta'ala, then just wait till your time comes. Please. This is not human what they are doing. Try to understand. Leave this life which you are still living right now, showing yourself on internet, showing your food. There are millions of people, billions of people who don't have food, who don't have water. You're dipping your face in the water. You're wasting your life. You're wasting your youth. You're just concerned about your biceps, your triceps, and showing your butt. What does anyone have to do with that? You're crazy, you guys are. Jazakallah. Assalamu alaikum.